Hi, how's everyone? Welcome. I hope I find you all well. Thank you for returning. And hello if you are new. Sagittarius, happy birthday. I just misplaced my notebook. Hang on one second. Okay. Sagittarius, happy birthday. Where are we here? So, the sun is 1 degree Sagittarius in tropical astrology. Just the tip into Saggy. So let's go over an overview of what the zodiac looks like at the moment. There's a lot going on up there. I'm not going to go through everything. I'm just going to go through like the sun, the moon, and Jupiter, okay? Because Jupiter is your ruler. So we've got this, I'm just going to go through it real quick. I'm not going to do a whole reading, a write-up for all the astrology. We're just going to address what's happening and then we'll go to the tarot, okay? So, we got the sun 1 degree Sagittarius and Mercury 21 degrees Sagittarius. They're in the same sign, but they're not conjunct. The sun is square to the moon at 1 degree Virgo. The sun is trine to Mars at 4 degrees Leo. And the sun is trine to Jupiter at 27 degrees Pisces, and that Neptune, I said Neptune. Neptune is conjunct with the North Node at 3 degrees Aries, which is interesting because they're conjunct, but they're in different signs, okay? Then the sun is sextile to the South Node in 3 degrees Libra. So, your ruler, Jupiter, is retrograde, but settled in Gemini. But Jupiter is in opposition to Venus in Sagittarius. So you guys have like switched rulers. So you've got Mercury in your sign. Mercury. I'm sorry. Where's my pen? Mercury, not Venus, Mercury. Okay, so your ruler Jupiter is in Gemini, and Gemini's ruler Mercury is in Sagittarius. So let's do that one. So Jupiter, even retrograde, is quite a benevolent energy. He's expansive, gregarious, accepting, optimistic, open-minded, and actually really lucky. In retrograde, those traits are still there, if maybe a little subdued, but it's giving Gemini a boost in information, enlightenment, more inclusive considerations, and making us feel very compassionate for a time. But it's in opposition to Mercury in your sign, Sagittarius. So even though oppositions are usually contentious energies, some, like this one, feel more cooperative than combative. They're more balancing versus belligerent. So now we're not necessarily seeing it in the grander, wider stage, but personally, we may be experiencing very important realizations between our information and opinions and communicating with people who are different. The sun square the moon in Virgo, okay? Sun square moon in Virgo has us considering where our hearts want to be of service. Virgo, Virgo is a very nurturing sign. It's represented by the Earth Mother Demeter and her daughter Persephone. I think it's mostly Demeter because she's the grain goddess. She helps growing things, okay? But its ancient symbol of the Virgin is the Vestal Virgins who were servants in the temples of the goddess Vesta, and she was the goddess of the home. They had to be virginal, the Vestal Virgins, right? Those were the temple, I forgot, the temple attendants, okay? So Virgo began to be associated with where we put our where we serve for our highest um, understanding of things. Okay, the Vestal Virgins, they dedicated their lives to serving the temple. Okay, so there's an aspect of Virgo that's very service minded, you know. So where the moon is in Virgo, it has us considering where our hearts want to be of service, or to what we become servants, versus enlightenment, awareness, and truth about other people. Learning, that's because it's square to the sun in Sagittarius. It's very expansive. Um, it's almost like shake off the old shit that you were serving, right? Because it doesn't promote anything that Sagittarius wants to see. Like, Sagittarius is the traveler, he's the learner, he's the teacher, um he's an aspect of Odin, but he's also the archer. He's represented by the centaurs. They were the good time boys. They wanted to experience everything, ruled by Jupiter, the head horny frat boy. So he wants to experience a lot. Virgo is very content to experience what they already take as comforting, right? So here we have the opposition, or the square here. Um, it's expanding our idea of community and intelligently navigating the interactions and cohesion of groups, ideas, and endeavors that we once thought of as foreign, alien, or the other, quote unquote, the other, because of lack of experience. So, fitting that Sagittarius's card is Temperance, which represents the careful combining of varied, unconventional, diverse elements in order to alchemize a more perfect conclusion. It also reminds me of the card Diversity in the First Light Tarot deck, which advises blending and harmonizing aspects that wouldn't seem to be in common in order to find new opportunities. So, um, the Sun squaring Virgo, it's like the Sun squaring Moon in Virgo. It's like our hearts are settled in what we want to be of service to, or how did I put it? Our hearts are settled in what we want to be of service to, or to what do we become servants. So there's an aspect of control here. Okay, there's an aspect of, do we give ourselves and our service freely, or are we now stuck in this rut of servitude to old ideas? And Sagittarius square to that, um, the sun square to that is like, open your eyes a little bit, open your horizons a little bit, open your idea of what is familiar. Okay? I love that energy. We really do need that more right now. So we're gonna go over to the tarot. Let's see if it comes out in the tarot. Let's see what messages we have for Sagittarius for their birthday. Remember, not all messages will resonate for every person. Leave what doesn't resonate now, but keep it in mind because it might make sense at a later time. You're all at different points in your timeline. I can read the script, but I can't tell you which what character you all individually play. So that's why we always say, put it where it resonates. And I can't tell you where on the stage you will stand, if you're participating, if you're observing, if you're in the background, if you're actively involved. I can't tell you any of that, but I can tell you what the energy is. That's why I say I can read the script. So we start out with the First Light Tarot. We drop Justice again, just like last time. We also drop the High Priestess, which is Pisces energy. And then we got a card called Children. And I almost put it back because I didn't like how it fell out. But then they told me to keep it because the message on the card is you are all children of Source. And it was giving me the feeling of they want us to stop fucking fighting. You know how you fight with your siblings and your parents are at their last wits? And you're at your last wits end, right? And they just want you to fucking stop because you all live in the same house, you're all under the same rules, you all are trying to live the same, all trying to live together in the same place, and just don't be dicks. So that's kind of the feeling. I will clarify that card, but like I said, when it dropped, I almost put it back because I didn't like how it came out. But that they were saying, no, 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 this is a message that needs to get out. They're acting like children. That's not to say it's specifically to you, Saggy. Okay, the message didn't come out. Tell Saggy that they're acting like babies. That's not what it was. It was more a broad stroke. Them people down there are acting like kids, and they need to remember that they're all children of Source. So that's why I kept it. So we've got Justice here, which is Libra energy, decisions, evidence, thinking. Remember, Mercury is in your sign, in Sagittarius right now, so it's giving us much more expansive kind of ideas, and it's really pushing us to explore those ideas, but not just how we feel about it. We're actually digging into like information, like asking people, what do you think? Where did you go? What did you experience this? Do you know people like this? That stuck out to me because Sagittarius energy is very, oh, you're new? I've never met somebody like you. What are you like? What's your life like? Oh, I can relate to that because of this. Um, Again, I knew a like I have Sagittarius, so I vibe very well with this energy. I do love Sag energy. I knew a Sagittarius who, even though he wasn't trained to do it, boy, could he, um, what it was saying here, combining varied diverse elements in order to alchemize a more perfect conclusion. Where was the other one I wanted to say? Oh, yeah, yeah. The idea of community and intelligently navigating the interaction and cohesion of groups. Okay. So, this Sagittarius I knew could bring people very, very different in very contentious roles, bring them together and actually have them communicate. It was a fucking gift. I was very surprised to see it. And they did it by treating them all equally. They not only did they compliment everybody about, what they could do well, but they ribbed others about what it was like everyone was treated equally in his eyes. So they came to the table and were able to negotiate things, okay? I love that. As a Libra who likes to keep things peaceful and have everybody feel heard, that sat well with me. I do like that part of Sagittarius energy. So with Justice at Libra energy, um this is definitely giving us a pause and telling us to weigh things carefully. Okay. In yesterday's reading, I was talking about how when the soul in Egyptian mythology, when the soul um, goes to the duats, which is the underworld, and it's weighed against the feather of truth, it's weighed in the scales of justice. So this is telling you to weigh your information carefully. Okay. And I am a quadruple Libra. So I do have this very um I think it's a detriment when I consider things. There is a very narrow view on things. It's like only tell me the facts. I don't want to hear your emotions about it. I don't need to hear feelings. If I were on a jury and there was the point where they were the victims or whatever were allowed to talk about how this all has emotionally changed them or affected them. I don't want to hear it. I want to go by the evidence and the law, and we'll compare the two. That's the scales of justice, right? Um, oh, did I just out myself that I would be a really horrible juror? I probably just did. But the weighing of information must be impartial. Okay. Next, we have the High Priestess, perception energy. This is Pisces. This says, oh crap, I can't even read that. Oh, purpose in all the things. It says hidden powers, reflection of ideas and knowledge, perception. So, High Priestess in the Rider-Waite and other decks is she sits on a throne with her scroll of knowledge, and she sits between two pillars. Um, one is black and one is white. And behind her is a curtain. She guards the entryway to the inner sanctum, which is even more sacred knowledge. Okay, so it's like you learn at her feet outside of the temple, and then you get to go to the inner parts to learn more advanced things. The key to the high priestess, because she sits between the pillars of black and white, she's telling us the truth is somewhere in the in between. Okay? It's not only that the truth is in between the black and white, but the truth is in the right in it's the very idea of read between the lines. Okay? It's more than just words. Truth is more than just words. It's like when I'm interacting with someone and I'm trying to discern if they're telling me the truth, I am laser focused on their tone of voice, the words they use, the words they omit, the their reaction to questions, their body language, the things they say, the things they don't say, everything plays into perceiving what the truth is. And the high priestess here is telling us that it's somewhere in the middle, which is very Libra energy with justice. It's kind of a balancing, right? The next card we have, like I said, is children. Children, we are all children of source. So this says love. Oh wait, how does this? Be truthful, make room for others, do not be diverted from your lessons. This is school, okay? So yeah, they're reminding us that this is all learning on this plane. Stop fighting. You're all children of source. And I just heard you need to integrate that. So let's go to the tarot. I'm doing the 9 card spread again that I worked up. I don't have a name for it, but I do like how it's starting to come together. So for the first card, we've got here in the middle the central situation that maybe the Saggy Collective is looking at the moment. And right here we have the 7 of Wands in reverse. In the Tarot of the Divine, which is all mythology and folklore, this story is of Mark Henry. He's an American character, and he worked on the railroads. I don't know if he was a freed slave or if he was still a slave while he was working, but he was one of the most productive um, workers. That's what the stories say. Like I don't know, just as an example, it's like he could lay 3 rails to a normal man's 1 or something like that. He was very dedicated and very strong, but it came out in reverse. 7 of Wands in reverse. So we've got we're feeling at a disadvantage. Okay, we're feeling timid and on our back foot. Okay, overwhelmed and knocked down. I also have that we're feeling shook. So I absolutely felt this after the election, that we were at a disadvantage, we were knocked on our back foot, we were overwhelmed, and we're shook. This came out of nowhere, and it's like you get hit in the side of the head and you're topsy-turvy for a while. That's what this feels like. 7 of Wands is defensiveness, like fighting your corner. okay, and being dedicated to what you believe. But here in the reverse, we have it as that was kind of, um, I heard, knocked out of the scales. I'm trying to get what they're trying to show me here. Yeah, they're showing me somebody who put all this hope in the scales, and somebody came along and just you know, hit the scales aside like, fuck you, you can't have that. So now we feel like everything is upside down, in reverse. We're on our back foot. We feel overwhelmed. We feel at a disadvantage. This is timidity. Um, I can feel that in the collective. A timidity in going forward with anything or with anyone. It's very touchy out there. It's everybody's just still very raw. So that's what I feel from this card, and that is the central situation. So card number 2 is crowning. This is crowning thoughts and relevant opinions. We have the wonderful Knight of Cups here, and it's kind and caring, thoughtful. This is air. I'm sorry, water energy. This is a middle water. This is Scorpio. Scorpio energy. You might have Scorpio in your chart. Um, So when I say that you might have Scorpio in your chart, it could be that you're Sag. Oh, my readings are for any placement of. Damn it! I should have said that in the beginning. Any placement of the sign that we're reading. So, like, if I'm doing for Moon in Cancer, it's any placement of Cancer that may be prominent at the moment for you personally. Maybe you're Cancer rising. Maybe you're, Cancer seventh house, and you're very, like I'm Cancer seventh house. So sometimes I'll listen to Cancer readings for like relationship stuff, right? So wherever Scorpio is in your chart, and if you would like, I can help you with your chart. I'll go through that a little later in the reading, but we can connect and I can help you look at your chart. So this is Scorpio energy. Wherever Scorpio is in your chart, that area of life may be coming in here in this card for this placement, which is relevant opinions and crowning thoughts. Okay. So your thinking is a Knight of Cups kind of thinking. And this is being, what is this, considerate? I can't even read that. Considerate, kind, caring, thoughtful, altruistic, and charitable. Didn't I mention altruism in the last reading? Yeah. So this is the idea of, look, we need to be more inclusive for people. But I mean, now I will get to it because I know many of us have cut people off since the election because values are coming into play here, and we're not suffering people who have horrible values. I'm just going to say it. Horrible values as opposed to what we want to see the world in, like the Sagittarius energy, very expansive, very inclusive, very let me experience you. Let me experience where you're coming from. There is room for us all. We're all children of source. There's room for everybody. Oh, this card even says make room. Make room for everybody. Now, in a perfect world, we could do it. But right now, we're all very contentious, okay? So this is saying almost like, I wish people could be in this energy. Like I said, this is crowning thoughts and opinions. So this is like, I wish people could be more considerate, could be kind, could be caring, could be thoughtful, could be altruistic and more charitable to people who are not like them. So there it goes two ways here because on the one side, we want to include like what was the okay, so the big controversy right now with between the conservative and the liberal side is that the liberals want inclusion for trans people, immigrants, any kind of the others, like I mentioned earlier, others, people, things that, so Sagittarians they like the idea of foreigners, right? They love to travel and see new things and meet new people. And in this energy, it's like we have room for all those new people. You know, why can't we fit everybody? Why can't trans people have rights, and why can't pregnant women or women in general, have say over their body, and why can't immigrants have this, and why can't workers have that, and why can't students in education have this? It's very expansive and inclusive and progressive. And then on the other side, we have people who are like, they are not people, so they don't get those rights. And unfortunately, we've come into an energy where we found that people who feel that way are in our circle. So we've had to set boundaries. So, in one hand, it's telling us, you're all children of source. Stop arguing about this. And on the other hand, we're like, I wish we could be more inclusive. At the same time, being very exclusive to the people who don't agree with us being inclusive. Do you know what I mean? And I get when people look on the outside, especially me being a Libra, that that's kind of out of balance. It's like you want to be inclusive, but you're pushing others aside that don't agree with. And at some point, yes, absolutely, yes, I am excluding those people. And that's tough. That's a tough energy to be in because you want to be inclusive. But I just heard something they wanted me to say and I lost it. You want to be inclusive of everybody, but there are some people who don't want to include you. So what do you do with that? Do you keep fighting to include them, or do you just let them go? Right? And that's kind of where we are now. In this Knight of Cups energy here in the crowning, it's like, why can't we care for everyone? Why can't we be thoughtful for everyone? And it's because not everyone wants to be that way. Plain and simple. Actually, not plain and simple. It's very, very hard to process that there are some people who don't want to see people who are different as people, right? They're they don't just, it's like they actually believe that these people don't deserve the same human rights. This is very, I'm sorry I'm rambling, but this is all very Sagittarian energy, so I have to include it. But we'll keep going. So number 3 is foundational influences here. And you have here the Page of Coins in reverse. I'm not quite familiar with this story, but the card indicates, so the Page of Coins upright is a fresh start, okay? This is hope, setting goals. This is positivity, emergence, and hope. But in the reverse, we feel there's a time of shortage here. There's inertia and there's nothing to offer. Um, I have here a slump. It's like a slump. Scarcity. So that's what the foundational influence here is. If this has to do with, our hopes, can't people be kind? Because we're overwhelmed. That's the central situation. We're overwhelmed and at a disadvantage. Why can't people just be thoughtful and inclusive? It feels, this foundational influence, this is a time of a slump, a scarcity, a shortage of these inclusive feelings, justice, perception, and the knowledge that we are all children of source. That's shortage there. There's a scarcity of this thoughtfulness and altruism. The foundational influence here is there's a brief time of shortage. Brief. And that's been coming out in the readings lately. This will not last, but it is definitely painful. Okay? Um, 3, 4, forgotten advantageous factors. Okay, I love this position. This is factors that we may have forgotten about that could be advantageous to us if we pick them back up. And here we have the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups came out last time, and this to me is the vision board card. It's all these possibilities. Okay? So, forgotten advantageous factors is the fact that we have a lot of options and a lot of possibilities. What will we choose? I paused at 3030 for anyone looking for number 6. Seven of Cups. That's the dream big. It says dream big, but choose wisely. Now, how do we choose wisely? By using the justice energy. You weigh it against the feather of truth. Okay? The problem is that so many people have different ideas of truth. And the reason is because we mix a lot of experience and emotion into that what we decide is truth. So if we take that out and just go to the root of things, and the root of things is that people deserve rights. That's it. So here we have the Seven of Cups. Dream big, but choose wisely. And I just heard, I wish they would have chosen wisely at the election, but they didn't. So that is forgotten advantageous factors. We still have choices and options for some really amazing things. It didn't come out reversed. These are all really beautiful, positive possibilities. Choose wisely. Okay? The next placement here is past decisions and lessons. We've got strength in reverse. This card tells us to hold on through change and fear, but it came out in reverse, which means we're weary, we're weak, we're stressed, and we're at our breaking point. At some point, we let go when things were getting too much. Okay? We did not have the strength to continue what we were doing. And they're showing me so many different things, and I'm having trouble describing what I'm seeing. Hang on. Some of us didn't have the strength to continue the charade of having people in our lives that we had such contentious values against. Okay. On a grander scale, I heard we didn't have the strength to hold on through the change and the fear. So now we're at a breaking point and we're stressed and we feel weak and weary. That's the past lesson, past situation. Okay. Here we've got background influences that are negative, and this is the Two of Wands in reverse. In the Tarot of the Divine deck, this, excuse me, let me slow down. This character is called Janus, and he is a Roman god, but when Roman and Greek merged, he had no counterpart. So he didn't make it over to Greek mythology. This is strictly a Roman god, and maybe before that. But he's the god of liminal space, of the in-between, of the moment between phases, or what did I read about? So like if you're going through a new pathway, it's not the first step, but it's after that. It's this space where you're not. How did they show it? Okay, so the way it was explained was, say you're getting married and you're at the altar and you haven't taken your vows yet, so you're not quite married yet, but you're also not single anymore. Okay, you're at the precipice of going through the doorway into a new form of existence. Okay, that's what Janus rules. Um, he rules that doorway space. In fact, it was like the deity of doorways, passageways, but it's not just the door, it's the space in between going through it. On one side of the threshold, you're in one situation, and once you pass through that threshold, you'll be in a different situation. Okay, they're showing me. They want me to mention that um, in the old days, they used to blame him for when we go through a doorway and forget why we were there. That energy. So with him in reverse here, we've got this negative influence of indecision, playing it safe, and just kind of pausing. This is the second card here where we're kind of at a standstill, like we don't quite know where to go next. So in this position, this is a negative background influences. We came through a doorway and now we're upside down. Then now we're in this place of indecision, of a pause and not sure of our footing, I heard. Because he's taking a big step up into like a temple or something, from coming from the sea up into the land. It's changing um elements here, okay? But coming out upside down, you can see it's like upside down footing. So we're feeling very unsteady. What was the other one though? Hang on, let me check here. On the back foot and overwhelmed. That's the Seven of Wands in reverse. So here that, and that's coming out here in the Two of Wands reverse, of being playing it safe. Like, I'm not sure where to step now, so I have to step carefully. But it's in the negative influence. So I think this is a warning to not sit in this energy for too long. Okay? Seven is background influences that are positive, and this is a wonderful card. We got the King of Wands. This is the Phoenix. This is rising from the ashes, rising stronger, rising different, rising more beautiful, more evolved, and shedding the old that we came through. That's one of the keys of the Phoenix, is that whatever form they were in before. Oh, see, what was I saying before with the Two of Wands? It's that step before becoming something different. And here we've got the Phoenix, energy reborn. Now they're different. Now you're in a different energy. Now you're more powerful. You're more um, sure of yourself. You've come through something and you've shed the old and become something new. Okay? So, Phoenix energy is noble, strong, steadfast, and fierce. This is King of Wands, and the King is Sagittarius. This is you. Saggy, this is Saggy energy, King of Wands. So the background influence that is positive is your own personal power. You know these things, okay? You've come through something, you are reborn, you are fresh, you are wild, you are fiery, you're enlivened, re-enlivened. Is that a word? Re-enlivened? Oh shit. Re-enlivened. It sounds right to me. This feels like, now, after we've come through this Two of Wands in reverse, this unsure footing, here we are, here you are, Saggy, full on in your power. Okay? So the negative influence is this indecision, the positive influence is you. Okay? Everything that you have been through, everything that you represent. Yeah, noble, strong, steadfast, and fierce. Call upon those qualities within you, and that is influenced, a positive influence that you can bring forward and use. So the eighth position here, we've got the near future or advice. We got the Knight of Swords in reverse. So this is Libra energy. I'm not quite sure of this myth. But the qualities here on the Knight of Swords reversed is this is extreme. Oh, it says extreme loyalty. Oh, bullying, viciousness, arrogance, closed-mindedness, and unyielding. So why is this in the advice near future? Right? I think this is a warning. The advice is to not become this upside down Knight of Swords. Okay? Justice is upright. I mean, not just the card being upright, but the idea of justice is upright. Okay? So don't, they're advising to not let it make you arrogant and a bully. That's the advice. Okay? You are very powerful. So right under this King of Wands, noble, strong, steadfast, and fierce, is the warning of don't become a bully. Don't become arrogant or vicious or closed-minded or unyielding. Okay? And the last card here is what comes next. Now, I did not designate that position as an outcome because I don't believe that there is a final outcome in anything until we're dead, right? As long as life is going, everything is just what is next. So what comes next? We have the Three of Coins. And this is a wonderful upright energy of recognition, completeness, competence, skill, worth, talent, and quality work. See? Okay. This particular myth is these two in the background here. These are ogres and they live in the mountains, but they are very versed in the mystical arts. And every once in a while they'll kidnap someone from the village that they want to teach. And so this Three of Pentacles is how well do you take that teaching? How dedicated a student are you? Are you going to be a competent student, or are you going to be lazy? Do you know what I mean? If you're dedicated, then there'll be recognition and quality work. There's work here. What comes next? Yeah, work. Now we have to work at it. We have to work at what? Hang on. Alchemizing change. We have to work at alchemizing change. Inclusion. Because that's Sagittarius energy. It's very expansive and inclusive. Ruled by Jupiter. Got to keep it moving. That's what I always hear when I think about Sagittarius. Papa's a rolling stone. You got to keep it moving. Wandering eyes, wandering hands, wandering feet, wandering minds, wandering hearts. There's always something new, something more to integrate. So do you take up that work? That's what comes next. That's the work of it now comes next. Okay? And I love that it's upright because it shows that we have the competence, the skill, and the talent to really make this quality work. They're telling me that this is linked here to the Seven of Cups, the choices. If we work in this brief time of shortage, because the Page of Cups is in between them, Page of Cups reverse, a brief time of scarcity. If we work hard at this Three of Coins energy, alchemizing change in this time of inertia, then we will get back to this Seven of Cups energy. Dream big and choose wisely. Work hard at it. And that we've come through something, so we're transformed. We've got new, we're re-energized. Is that what I wanted to say? Instead of re-enlivened, re-energized. We are strong, we're noble in our pursuits, and we are steadfast and fierce. Work hard. Don't be a bully. You're feeling overwhelmed. That's the central issue. Weary, weak, and stressed. That's a past situation, lesson, or decision at a breaking point, right? And then we were very unsure of our footing. Where do we stand now? Like that election was that Two of Wands, that doorway. And now that we're on the other side of it, now this is where we feel very unsteady. Like, how do we go forward from this? How do we forgive this? How do we work through this? How do we function in this new energy, in this new situation? That Two of Wands reverse is incredible right there. How do we do it? By being kind and caring, thoughtful, and altruistic. Knight of Cups energy. Right? Because if we can use that, then we come through it as the King of Wands, the Phoenix, reborn, reinvigorated, noble, steadfast, and fierce. I mean, I love this. So, halfway through, bear with me. So the ninth card here, and what comes next is the Three of Coins. Now this is the work. Okay, this is the dedication to learning. Let's do the signs. What do we have here? Knight of Cups. We've got Scorpio. King of Wands. It's you, Sagittarius. Page of Coins. That's Taurus energy. Strength. That's Leo. Knight of Swords reverse. That's Libra. And then we've got Libra, Pisces, and that's it. So these energies might be playing out around you or in your chart. And sometimes like when we go through the astrology and we say, okay, Mars is in Cancer right now and it's in contention with Pluto and Taurus. So look in your chart and see where those all fall in your chart, and that'll be like how the energy is playing out for each of you. Okay? So we're halfway through, so I hope this is resonating. I hope the messages are reaching you for your highest good. If you're vibing with my content, please take a moment to leave a like. Share, subscribe to help share or subscribe to help the algorithm get my content seen. I'm really shooting for 100 subscribers, hopefully by summer. Okay? In the description, you'll find my email and donation links. I'm open for personal readings and birth chart inquiries. And for any small donations, I'll do a private 3-card spread for you and maybe email it to you or anything like that. We can do a video chat, an email reading, or I can make a video like this that becomes a private link on YouTube and only you can receive it. So in the as a thank you. So email, Venmo, Cash App are in the description. I appreciate any and all feedback, a signal boost, or donation from you. Thank you so much. So we're going to go ahead to the Ancestor Oracle messages and see. This is my favorite part because it really starts to come together with these cards. So let's see what the Oracle message, and then we'll go to my Oracle deck and get some final thoughts and advice and heads up and little snippets of things for you guys. Sagittarius. 2, please. 2 Ancestor Oracle cards for our birthday people, Sagittarius. Sun, rising, north node, or stellium, or any prominent placement. of Sag, please. So let's get a summary here. Justice, High Priestess, children. Decisions and thinking, perception and hidden powers. Oh, and then we got, yeah, that's interesting. Knowledge and reflection. The truth is somewhere in the in-between. I heard somewhere between the black and white. Oh, they also wanted me to mention earlier the truth in the in-between, in the black and white, in the details also. And then remember, you're all children of Source. They're just telling us to stop fighting. You all come from the same energy. You all come from the same creator. It doesn't matter what religion you are. You come from the... Oh, what did they want to say? You come... Oh, that's from something... What did I read that? Oh, I think that's from the prophet Khalil Gibran. Children come from life's longing for itself. And that's why we exist. Life longed for itself, and now we are all children of Source. Please, okay, Star Ancestor, thank you very much. And there's the other one. I'm sorry that gets so loud in the mic. That's usually why I shuffle off camera. Shapeshifter, transform and unveil your gifts. And Star Ancestor, follow the voice of your soul. Wow, I love these. Love, love, love. Star Ancestor, follow the voice of your soul. Heed the message coming directly from your soul. There is a deeper purpose to your human journey. Not only were you born on purpose, you were born for a purpose. You were born to bring light into the world, and there are supporters out there in the universe sending waves of energy to guide you at this time. Information and inspiration that has been coming your way recently is not new information, but memories. Your feelings of being drawn in a particular direction are the awakening of an aspect of your soul. You're being drawn towards a road that will not only light you up, but also light up your corner of the world. So continue following the cosmic guidance that is coming your way. That's gorgeous. And Shapeshifter. Transform and unveil your gifts. That's that Phoenix energy, King of Wands energy, transformation. Oh, did we have Scorpio here? Knight of Cups. Yes, okay. Knight of Cups, Scorpio energy. The Transformer. Oh, that's beautiful. So yeah, we came through the Two of Wands. We came through this doorway, this passageway, this like portal. Okay, the portal energy. We came through a portal, and that's Janus, the god of doorways. And then we're here in Scorpio energy, transformation. Okay, and then here we come out, King of Wands, as the Phoenix, noble, strong, steadfast, and fierce. So this is Shapeshifter, transform and unveil your gifts. It says take your time and focus on developing your gifts and strengths. It says you may have been through many challenges and challenges and lows, but now you're in a space of transformation. You're moving beyond your past challenges and honing your current strengths. There are opportunities for you to discover and rediscover the gifts and talents that you were born with and born to share. All of your past experiences have only helped you see how strong you really are. You are an amazing soul who can change and transform in ways that people least expect. You have many talents that you will share in your lifetime. You're guided to stay focused on the light, knowing that it will guide you forward. When this card arrives, there's also an opportunity for you to tap into the power of your spirit animal. Note if you're seeing a particular animal regularly, because its medicine is coming to you. So in this card, we've got eagle, wolf. That's really all I see. I think I see snake. Got the moon here. Yeah, I see eagle, snake, and wolf. So, what other do we have here? We've got an alligator, but this is like a conglomerate animal. A lion, an alligator, a bear. Got horses here. A donkey. The phoenix. So not really a lot of animal totems here. Let me think about this. Everybody has some animal that they are that they feel they have a connection to, and it doesn't necessarily have to be just one. We have many because there are a lot of qualities that we like to think about. Like, okay, several of mine. I love elephant. They are intelligent to the point of being psychically bonded. They are instinctive, they're motherly, they're intelligent, they're altruistic. They're all the good things that I wish people were. I also had bee for a long time, bumblebee, a feeling of community and cooperation in order to make a nice community, right? Loon is a recent addition. This is very interesting. So look to the animals that you admire. And it's not always going to be the leopard and lion and eagle. I mean, every single animal has qualities that are good and bad, you know? Like some people maybe identify with swans. They're very loyal, they're very loving, when they mate for life. They're very dedicated and graceful. You might be attracted to pigs. I mean, look at the Chinese zodiac. There's 12 different animals. There's monkey, there's dog, there's a dragon, there's tiger, there's pig, there's chicken. You can look up your birth year, and every year is a different animal in the Chinese zodiac. Maybe start there. Okay, so we're gonna go to the oracle, my oracle cards. I haven't named this deck or anything. Please be kind. I drew these myself and I am not a good artist. So let's get some final messages. Thank you so much, everyone. Like I said, check the description for my email and my donation links. Let's connect and we can do a chart for you or a reading. Please take a moment to leave a thumb up, leave a like, share my videos to get them seen, please. Sorry I stutter a lot. I'm in between things here. It's like I'm trying to be in the channel and talk at the same time. It doesn't always work well. Okay. Okay. That's too many at once. I'll take that one and then we'll keep going. For Sagittarius, please, Sun, Rising, North Node, Stellium, or any strong placement of Sag. That looks good. That feels good. For this, happy birthday, Sagittarius. Okay. Oh, that's it. Yeah, I feel that. That's in the energy. It's not resources, though. Okay, yeah. What goes around comes around. Oh, Mountain came out again. It came out yesterday. Oh, messages? Okay. Oh, this one hasn't come out in a long, long time. Self-reliance is out here. Put that one away. Oh, we got 3 more? Okay. Okay, we've got 9 and 9. That's interesting. 9 is playing a role here. Okay, I need to arrange this. Okay, messages, mountain, major challenge to overcome. We've got possum, the hanged man, which is also Pisces energy. We've got pay attention to the red flags and nine of diamonds, which is nine of pentacles energy, baby priest, baby empress energy. Self-made, prosperity, abundance, and stability and independence. So we've got, remember, you are earth. Ground yourself, heal, give back, be steady, and rebuild, okay? However, next to that, we've got mice, which is a nibbling away at resources. There's a slow decay here, dwindling, running out of reserve. Well, that's what I heard, running out of time. Okay, this is just this is like we're running out of time kind of feeling like, but this has to do with, where is it? Damn it, I lost it. I think it might have to do with this page of a page of coins in reverse, because it says this is a brief time of scarcity and shortage. Now, what they're also telling me, what's going on with my lighting here? What they're also telling me is that this has partly to do with the fear of what's coming. Okay, I know that financially, economically, we're all kind of sitting on edge for this idea of the tariffs going through, because we know that it's going to create inflation that most of us won't be able to handle. Okay, and that's this brief time of scarcity. I think, don't quote me on this because energies change day by day, but the way I've been reading it is that it's not going to be long lived. Okay, so just hunker down and try to preserve what you've got, what you can, take care of who you can. um, it's the impact is coming more from the fear of what's going to happen and not from what's happening, because it hasn't happened yet. So we're mostly stuck in this, how do I prepare for this? Right? And here, this is that mice energy. There's a nibbling away at the resources. Okay. Now we have the wheel, which what goes around comes around. We've got self reliance. Don't be afraid to fly solo. Okay. Messages, Eight of Wands. We've got communication coming, a letter, information, news, open correspondence, or conversation. Now they're telling me to emphasize conversation here. Okay, there may be a lot of hard conversations happening, especially over the holidays. Okay, but I think that they will be transformative in shapeshifter, transformative King of Wands in the way that we are. It's there's going to be there's a feeling of finality of letting things go after this, right? We've got mountain here, major challenge to overcome, nine of diamonds, self-made prosperity, pay attention to the red flags, and hanged man energy is self pause. We have pause over here too with that two of wands in reverse. So in this liminal space of we don't know where we're going, but we have to move forward, there's this inertia, there's this waiting, this time of shortage, this time of insecurity, of being on our back foot, like it was saying before. Go into this hangman possum Pisces energy. Self pause, reflect, reevaluate, get a fresh perspective. High priestess energy. Use perception, be peaceful and calm, and meditate. Okay, that's what I have for everyone. Thank you. Happy birthday, Sagittarius. I'll be back in a couple days, maybe tomorrow. Thank you for sticking with me until I see you again. Okay, thanks. Bye.